beautifully warm summer day, I'm going to give you a little information on how to study for the exam. First of all, read the fucking book. You got to read the book, okay? If you try to just do questions, you're going to end up coming to me or another tutor and spending a lot of money. Read the damn book. Can't say that enough. Get through it one time. Don't take a lot of notes unless you're a really good note taker. But if you take a lot of notes, what's going to happen is you're going to sit there and take forever to finish it. Get through the book one time at least. Try to get the big picture. Options, maybe you got to do a couple times through practice exams. But then just start taking quizzes on each chapter. Each chapter, take 10 to 15 questions on each chapter. Anything you get less than a 75 on, reread the chapter or that section, whatever it is. It's time consuming, but you got to do it. Then once you're passing all them, then start finals. Doing finals is not studying. Doing finals is to find out where you're weak. That's not a form of studying. Yes, you're going to get advice from people to say, just take a lot of tests. You know what? You don't meet the 50% of people who fail doing that because you're now doing something else. This job takes that kind of dedication. You need to read, quiz, and then study. If you need help with options, go. Either hire me, hire someone else, talk to people, or I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that will help you, okay? Now, if you've done all the quizzes and the finals, every time you do a quiz, reread the chapter. Once you get to the finals, take a final. Then the lowest two sections, reread those chapters. It's testing and reading, both of them together. I'm going to repeat that. That's my fucking mantra. You got to read the book. If you don't, you're going to have a problem. Also, don't look for which vendor mimics the exam. None of them do. Very few. You're gonna hear from people, oh, Kaplan does, STC does, Achievable does. None of them do. You may get lucky on a few, but that's not what it's about. You're not trying to mimic the test. Yes, that'd be great. If I could write a bunch of questions that looked like the exam, I'd be a millionaire, okay? Instead of just 100 air, okay? So no one does it. There's not one vendor. And FINRA is super aggressive about not letting people mimic the exams. They sued training consultants like 10 years ago because your questions are so damn close. Nobody wants to do that. And the Roman numeral stuff, yeah, people do Roman numerals because it's easy to write questions that way. If somebody asks me to write questions, if I have to do the ABCD ones, I could probably do like 10 questions an hour. You give me Roman numerals, I can probably bang out 30 questions an hour. Maybe less, but a lot more because Roman numerals are easier to write, and that's why they have a lot of them. I want you to treat the tests as a way to test your knowledge, not to mimic the exam. The more you know, the easier it is. Follow me on YouTube. I got a bunch of stuff, live Q&A every Tuesday and Thursday nights. Let's pass this fucker.
Trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", I'm blue eyes, man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, I'm looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man. I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
Happy Tuesday, baby! Welcome on, Ivy. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy motherfucking Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the live from Capital Advantage Tutoring's live Q&A every Tuesday and Thursday night. Been doing this almost 4.5 years now since COVID started. Just a little pre-COVID action. Everyone, welcome on. Happy Tuesday. I'm so happy for everyone. Boom! Tiana! F. Goldberg. We saying F. Goldberg or is it F. Goldberg? Which one is it? Okay, boom. Couple things to say before anyone says anything. Money Mo. Now, I fucking love that beat, though. That looking for a man in finance. I'm not quite 6'5". I'm not quite blue eyes. I'm old, but I'm in finance, so I guess I'm close enough. Now, couple things we got to clean up. If you need free shit, remember, you got Brandon Rith over Basic Wisdom. You got Susie Masters over Pastmaster. You have Brian Liateski. You have, again, Basic Wisdom. He's great chef. If you need tutoring, I'm here. I got my link going below that. The other part is, we have Michael Weiss over, but he's about half my cost. You can go check him out. He's at series7examtutor.com. And if you don't want to go him, I got a relative doing it. Reach out to me and I can hook you up. If my rates are too much and Michael Weiss is too busy, check me out. Okay. Now, let's get into this a little bit. Okay. Now, F. Goldberg. Tiana again, how are you? Okay, now. Okay, before we get into this, let's get into it. So my job here is to help you with what? The SIE exam, all the exams. SIE exam, the Series 6, the Series 7, the Series 9, the 10, the 24, 57. That's my baby, right? That's my bitch. The 20, the 63, 65, 66. Okay, now, here's the deal. Here's the fucking deal. So now, as you're talking about T+1, we're worried about T+1 May 28th, right? So we are 7 days away from a massive change in the settlement process. So here's the way it goes. They most likely will take all the questions off and they'll bring them back later, okay? You won't have, but if they are there, you will not have a choice of T+1 plus T+2. If it's on the 28th or later, it is in effect the T+1. If there happens to be a question there, answer it the correct way, T+1 for everything. That means stocks, bonds, options, everything's T+1. Exercise of options. It makes life so easy. Also, remember, that means payment date is now T+3, not T+4. It's always S+2. What do I mean by payment date? When you buy the stock, you actually used to have up right now, you have 4 days to pay. But when you come to the 28th, it's 3 days to pay. S+2, settlement +2. So F. Goldberg, don't sweat. It's on the 28th. If you see it, take +1. There's no more. On the 28th, there'll be no more T+2. Chris Woods. I know, Tiana, the options are easy if you use my method. The options are crazy easy. Okay. I'm not the man. How can I be the man? How can I possibly be the man when you're the man? Okay. I agree. Options are so easy. Patrick Broderick. That is definitely a hockey name. Patrick Broderick is definitely a hockey name. Okay. With what? Were you going to be good? You are going to be good. Why are you going to be good? Because you've studied, you did all your shit, you're going to get some sleep, and since your exam is tomorrow, what am I going to tell you? Get the fuck off my live. What the fuck are you doing on here? Go get some sleep, Bill. Billy Collins, go get some, Bill Collins, Phil Collins, whatever it is, Tom Collins. Go get some sleep, okay? We got to get some sleep on your ass. That's more important than listening to my fucking ass. I'm not going to give you anything new. Watch the crash course shit and go from there. Okay. Now, how are you going to be good? Don't worry about the T+1, T+2. It's there right now. 2+2. Come the 28th, T+1. I wonder if they did this in purple. Let's see. Yeah, we can go over P&L. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. We can get that. What's the 28th? Is that Monday? Oh no, it's his first day after Memorial Day. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Make some weird ass fucking noises. Okay. Well, you just started Kaplan today. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked on questions. You're gonna get. Hold on, before I do this, Will, I know you're gonna be good. You know why I know you're gonna be good? Because I feel it. Because you know what I am. Didn't mean to do it twice. Well, Lana! Okay. You think that way. You're going to believe yourself. Okay. Yeah, listen. When you switch vendors, you always get your ass kicked. Don't sweat it. Boom. No. You might be memorizing. See if you can get shit. Listen, you're taking it Tuesday. You got a whole weekend to do. You got how many days? You got basically a full week to get the SIE. You can build that up. Don't worry about it. Your Kaplan questions are going to be low. Go back and forth between STC and Kaplan until you get it. If you're getting the Kaplan wrong because you're kind of reading it wrong, don't worry about it. If you're getting Kaplan wrong because you're like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, then maybe you want to move it. But right now, I think we're in good shape. You're also within 10 days. So you might as well freaking just wait until the night before and make a decision. You don't have to make a decision now. You just do a no-show. Okay. Michael, here's the thing, though. Here's my thing, though. I haven't seen you on here I haven't seen you on here since you took the 66. So do you have something to tell us? Do you have something to tell us, Michael? That's what I just want to know. I haven't seen you. Okay. No, go get out of here, Bill. Just you. Boom. Okay. Boom. F. Goldberg, I like him. Okay. Okay, let me go back and forth. Notman Marks, I like them. I think they're a little more convoluted, but sometimes that's good, right? They go a little deeper than the exam. So maybe what happens is you get more ready. Okay. Michael, I need to hear it from you, how the 66 went. You got to fucking tell me. Okay. John, yeah, if you're not getting above 70, if you're not getting at least 70 or so on Kaplan, then I think you need to get a maybe move it back. If you're not getting 70s by Sunday or Monday, then I'd move it. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, don't sweat the T+2 until Tuesday. Tuesday, two for twos for Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, the P&L is just as easy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, right, hold on. Let me get this. Remember, we promised you a song, right? Hold on. We promised you a song, and I'm sure this is the one you meant. Hold on. This is the one you meant, Michael, right? This is definitely the one you meant. That's the one you wanted, right? Okay, that's not the one you wanted. I know that's not the one you wanted. I know what you wanted. I'm just fucking with you, but man. Hope I get it right. Let's see if I get it right. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been waiting to play that song for goddamn 4 months. It's been sitting there. Boom, baby. Boom. Okay. Love it, Michael. He requested that song like last year for when he passed the 7. He missed that, so I gave it to him for the 66. But I thought the Hey Mickey would be better. That's awesome. Because of Michael. I knew that he wouldn't like that. Okay. Okay. When's your test? Wait, F. Goldberg, when's your test? Hold on. The 28th? I think you're okay. I think if your 56 is on Notman, go to my playlist where I'm taking tests, right? My practice finals, right? You know my first one, I did that in like 2019. It's fucking crazy. I did like 2 or 3 of those in 2019. So I'm just wondering how if somebody thinks I'm copying them. I'm a fucking time traveler. I guess I went forward in time, copied it, and then went fucking back. I guess that's how things work in this 7 world. Okay. Now, go check out my practice finals. I have about 4 or 5 tests where I do in there. Try those. If you're passing those, you're fine. Remember, Notman is more convoluted. Go check out the first one on my list. The first one on my list. It is. Let me make sure before I do anything. Let me make sure the right test. Hold on. Yeah, Raj, I will go over customer communications. I did not miss you. Okay. You have the 7. I have 2 or 3 of those. You're probably okay, but you got to get that shit up there. If you're not in the high 60s, low 70s by then, unless you're allowed to take it again, I'd fucking move it. Okay. And remember, T+1, baby. Okay. Okay. Okay, Raj, I will handle this a little bit. Okay, so now communications. Okay, let's talk about communications a little bit. Okay, so now, it's amazing. Every question I get is people are just worried they're gonna fail. Don't base it on my fucking ass. I'm just a fucking idiot. But okay, now, customer communications. Let's go over the basics. I can't go over the deep, but I can go over the basics. 1, and if you send information out, the investment recommendations. Remember, if you're sending out like, hey, we're changing our name, or we're moving from the first floor to the second floor, or here's a new partner, nobody gives a shit. Just send it out. Don't need pre-approval. However, you have to keep a record of it. But if you're sending out something that has investment related, then if you send it out to 25 people or less in a 30-day period, it's correspondence. You don't need pre-approval. Okay. However, if you send it to more than 25, not 25 or more, more than 25 people, individuals, then it has to be pre-approved by a principal, because that is it's considered retail communication. That includes advertising, putting it in the newspaper, all that stuff. But under this is also what they call like chat rooms and public appearances. So if something's static, if you see the word static, pre-approval. If you see interactive or real-time communications, that's like a chat room. They can't pre-approve everything you do. So that's spot check and review. So correspondence, not pre-approval, spot check and review. They grab a percentage. On the retail side, everything's pre-approved except for like real-time or interactive. Then that's treated like correspondence, where they grab a percentage and they review it. Now, going into the institutions, if you're dealing with institutions, okay, if you're dealing with institutions like, like a broker dealer or a hedge fund or a pension plan, shit like that, insurance companies, banks, you can send stuff to them and it doesn't need pre-approval. It gets the same thing. It's the same thing where it gets spot check and review. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, hit a fucking like and hit a subscribe if you haven't. Oh, you can't comment if you didn't subscribe. That works. Okay. And share this shit. Find someone you think would be totally offended by this and shoot it to them. Down votes are just as good as up votes to me. Give me a couple down votes. Slap my ass. Okay. So now, it's hard to miss my ass. Okay. Now, so that's the main one. Now, if we're sending out communications about mutual funds or annuities, okay? So any kind of investment company, you have to also file it with FINRA within 10 days. That doesn't mean 10 days before, it means 10 days within 10 days. However, unless it has self-created, meaning the firm created, self-created rankings or ratings, then you have to file it 10 days before. But you do have to list where you got the rankings from and how many firms are you ranking it against? Because if you say I'm top 3 and there's only 4 fucking firms, that's not bad. That's horrible. But if you're top 3 out of 100 firms, that's a big deal. So if it has self-created rankings or ratings, file it with FINRA 10 days before you use it. If it doesn't, you do it within 10 days. Raj, that should help you pretty much what you need to know. And I have a video on that. Okay. And William, you better be off this fucking live. Okay. John Gilmartin, we're going to get you through this. Just take your time. I got a guy I worked with, John Gilmartin. He worked on the floor with me. One of the youngest brokers ever. Okay. We'll figure the P&L. Michael, baby, failed it, never gave up. Never gave up. He's never give up, never surrender, never give up. Boom, okay. Now, Helena! Okay. Been a minute since I could make it, but glad to be here. My essay is 31st, and I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good, Billy Ray. Okay. There's just so much information. I got things like mixed up. Okay. Just don't worry about the big details. Get the big picture. Get the big picture. Try to get that down first. Then you can work on the details. Because understand, if you start to work on stuff, right? So if you start to understand the stuff, it's not words anymore. It's things. And that's how I remember everything. Because I picture, I see the words and I see the questions. And when you talk, I see it in my head, right? I see the words. But that's my autism or Asperger's, whatever. My wife says I'm just an asshole with autism. But just try to get the big picture. Try to see what they're trying to do. Because if you do that, then it's easier to remember shit. It's not memorization. It's just knowledge. Okay. Again, Goldberg, I like Nam, and I think they're harder. Again, we got you, my man. You need to get your scores up. You need to get the scores up. If you get another shot, then we're good. If you don't, okay. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, then you're Johnny Boy, then you'll be fine. Okay, Johnny Gill, okay. Yeah, they're tough. Okay. What do you mean? I don't even watch the other fucking guy. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Okay. You mean the copycat? Yeah. The one I started and he decided to do it at the 20 minutes or 30 minutes before mine? Fuck him. Okay. And he'll watch this and he'll put a post on Reddit about it because he's a whatever, taking 7 on Thursday. Okay, Michael, you're probably fine. You're probably fine. You're all good. I think you're in good shape. I love it. Look, Michael, you're in good shape. Okay. With 73s, you're probably fine. Okay. You'll get there, sissy. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, sum up the perspective under it. Okay, look, here's the deal. let's talk about this. So if I want to go public, right? I want to raise money. I have to file an S1 if it's non-exempt. If it's exempt, I don't have to file any of these rules. So if it's a non-exempt, I file an S1 called a registration statement. I file with the SEC, hopefully, unless it's an exempt. I'm not going down that road. Now, once I file, it's a 20-day cooling off period. I can't really do shit during the 20 days. I can't sell it. No moans, baby. No money, no orders, no money, no orders, no advertising, no soliciting a business. Okay. Now, okay. Then during that time, we can do what they call it. We can send out a red herring, which is a preliminary prospectus. A prospectus is a type of disclosure doc. It explains all the disclosures and all the information about the firm that you need to make a fair decision. Nobody fucking reads it, but they can. Now, if during that 20 days, I can send out a red herring and I cannot take orders, I can take indications of interest. Just say, hey, I want to do that. I'm interested. Now, moving on. Going on to the next thing. After the 20 days is up, then the SEC decides we're effective or not. That's the start of it, okay? And then once it's effective, we can sell it. So we send out a prospectus to everyone, okay? We send out a prospectus to everyone who we want to sell it to. And then once they get it, well, we send it out no later than settlement. But we allocate the shares to whoever it is. Whoever's going to get shares, we send them a prospectus. That's kind of it. They have to get it by completion of the trade, which now is T+2, but it will be T+1. Okay. Jessica, go find my time value money video. That'll help you. That's the DCF and MPV. I answer all that shit in there. Time value money video. Okay. Now, as far as a couple other things. So if we do a best efforts, that means if the underwriters do a best efforts, they're going to do the best they can. And anything they don't sell, they're going to give back to the issuer. So they didn't sell it. There is risk on the issuer. However, if we do you're doing the SIE, right? So we don't have to go into the whole takedown and all that shit. So if we do a firm commitment, that means as the underwriter, I'm guaranteeing the sale. So what happens is I'm literally buying the bonds from you, buying the shares. Nate! Now, they're buying the shares from you, from the issuer, and then selling them with a little bit of a markup or a takedown, whatever you want to call it, spread. So they're guaranteeing it. So they're going to buy all the shares of the bonds from you. A lot of places don't do their equity. They might do it with bonds. Munis will do firm commitment almost every time. But like they did a lot of those in the early 2000s during the dot-com bubble before that, okay? So but firm commitment means the underwriter is guaranteeing sale by buying the issue. Best efforts is we're going to do the best we can. Helena, I haven't seen you in fucking forever. That's amazing. Kathleen Galvez. Kate, how we doing? Okay. Hope you're doing well on the options. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I love it. Fidel, that's awesome. We're going. It's on your mind. Remember, T+1, baby. Okay. Yep, you got to read it, Rod. Just read them, okay? Boom, go get some sleep. Go get some sleep, my man. Read. You need help with the SIE. Let's go, baby. Okay. Pretty much, that is bonds, right? So pretty much all bonds trade over the counter. Yes, there's a very small contingent that still trades on the exchange. So, okay. NASDAQ is technically an exchange. So there's 4 markets, okay? So there's the first market, which is the exchanges, NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. NASDAQ used to be not an exchange, and now it is. So that's the first market. The second market is over the counter, trading broker-dealer to broker-dealer without an exchange. NASDAQ technically is like trading broker-dealer to broker-dealer, but there's an exchange as a middleman, and you have to hit a certain number. You have to hit listing requirements to land on that. Now, so we have New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, their first market. Second market is over the counter. That's Pink Sheets and Bulletin Boards. They're considered unlisted, okay? The bonds trade, pretty much 99.9% of bonds trade there, and anything on the Pink over the OTCQX market. Now remember, Pink Sheets, you can trade there if you're not reporting to the SEC. That's the only place you can trade. OTCQX, you need to be reporting to the SEC to trade there. But you're not big enough to trade on exchange. You're still too small. Now, third market is where listed securities, meaning stock exchange stocks, also trade over the counter. So think about it this way. So I'm on the exchange. I'm looking. I'm going to buy IBM. It's trading on the New York. And I see that it's offered in the New York Stock Exchange at $42. But then I say, oh, Goldman is offering 20,000 shares at $41.99. That's a better price. So I go directly to Goldman. That's called over the counter. That's the third market. Instead of using the exchange, I go directly to them. But those are for exchange listed securities. And then the fourth market is where institutions trade with each other over ECNs and the dark pool. Okay. Helena, that's a broad thing. Tell me what you need help with. I got a whole fucking playlist. Okay. I have a whole playlist on the SIE. Go watch that. Depending what book you're using. If you don't have a book yet, get the Achievable. They're fucking awesome. It's like $99. If you use my link, I have a discount for 10 bucks off. It is awesome. There's no one does the SIE better than Achievable. I swear to God. No one does the SIE better than Achievable. Okay. Oh my God, Michael Cooney. Michael Cooney. Jerry Cooney's son. You are going to, yes, it does. It's going to make you feel like you're failing, and that's a problem, right? So it makes you feel like you're failing all the time, but you're not. If you're getting 90s, you're going to be fine. So don't worry about that too much. Okay. If you got a 92 in the supplemental, you're good. You go get drunk tonight. Go get laid. Whatever it is. No, just keep working. You're going to rock this thing. Okay. Here's the thing. You got to be mid-70s, but it has to be like the ones you get wrong, you got wrong because you misread it, not because you don't know your shit. You could even score less than that if that's the case, but you want to be mid-70s to 80s to feel comfortable and not from memorizing. Okay, not from memorizing. Boom. Nate, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to help people out. This is what I said even 4 years ago. I make like a stupid amount of money tutoring. I'm tutoring. Think about it. I charge $185 an hour in tutoring, about 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm taking off next week. Oh, I have a class to do next week. And then next week I'm going down to Florida. But I don't think I'm going to teach that week. But I do well. So that's why I give this shit back. I give it back. Okay. Yeah, Michael, I get it. Michelle. Okay. Michelle. Is that girl or is that French for Michael? Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Michelle. So cheers. Okay. Now, yeah, I get it. Yeah, here's the thing. You got it. Here's the thing. Once you've studied and know this stuff, then you got to do finals every day until you get used to the questions. I have questions that look more like the exam for other exams. And maybe you're taking the 7, and that's different. But the SIE, my first video on the practice final playlist has a shitload of questions that will look like the test. I'll leave it at that. Your best bet is don't worry about the little details. If you know your stuff, and it's just that you're fitting the little details, don't sweat it. Just try to get the big picture. I try to tell everyone, try to picture what they're doing. And when they're talking about products, right? So if you look at a bond, try to find who would buy a bond, who wouldn't, all that shit. That's your best way. That's your best bet to do this, okay? Okay. Oh, hold on. Nate Higgins. That is outstanding. I didn't see this part yet, but we're going to have a little fun right now. Here we go. There we go, baby. Nate, congrats, my man. Congrats. That is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I'm so happy for you, Nate. That is a big deal. The 7 is not a small endeavor. That's awesome. Good. Okay. Chris, that's awesome. Okay, you're doing it. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, go through the Q Bank. Once you're in the mid-70s, okay? Once you're in the mid-70s for the Q Bank, you're in good shape, okay? Once you're in the mid-70s with the Q Bank or even high 60s in the SIE, go take the damn test, Chris. You're going to nail this thing. Take your time, okay? Jessica. Now I'm making the 60 year and a half. Okay. Okay, so Jessica, go look at dollar weighted. Okay, so let me talk about that real quick. So if you want, go find my time value of money video. It'll help a lot. Oh, my quick and dirty 66 quick and dirty covers it too. But the time value of money, I really show it well. Now, as far as a dollar weighted versus time weighted return. Okay. So when you're looking at returns, you have to either, so remember, so if you have returns and stuff like that, you're dealing with, you are dealing with trying to figure out the return. So the one way, dollar weighted, means that they're doing the return plus they're accounting into the effect, the fact that people are putting money and taking money out. Your customers, your clients are depositing money, withdrawing it, and that's going to impact the return. So that's not a good thing to use for comparing managers. Because if I'm managing, my clients are ride or die with me, they never move, and your clients are skittish, you may actually be a better manager, but I don't. But my returns look better under dollar weighted because my people never leave. Yours may get out at the wrong time, go in at the wrong time, and affect your return. So dollar weighted counts that money going in and out. So that's good to measure your personal return for you. Time weighted is better to compare managers because it discounts the money flows in and out. So the people buying in and taking out don't really affect it. That the money going in and out doesn't really affect that. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Now, yield from smaller to, okay. Okay, so don't worry about it. Keep it very simple, okay? Keep it as simple as possible, meaning what you want to do is keep it as simple as possible, thinking, okay, we have a triangle. I wish I could draw on the screen. Now, if you have a discount bond, right? So if you have a discount bond, think of that you're going to do a seesaw or a triangle. Going up, it goes coupon is the lowest yield always. Then current yield, then yield to maturity, then yield to call. So on a discount, coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. That's on a discount bond. So if you see like, oh, I bought a 4% bond yielding 5, since the coupon, the first number is a coupon, the second number is a yield, has to be a discount. Now on the premium side, it goes the other way around. Same order, coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call, coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. So on the premium side, it goes coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call, coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. That's what you're going to do. That's where that is. Okay. So, and in a par bond, all yields are the same. Now, remember something. I forgot what I was going to say. So, okay. No, I'm kidding. So, the only yield you have to know is current yield. Remember, AMP, annual over market price. Annual over market price. By the way, if you have the CFA, even level 1, you should kick the shit out of this test. There's less math. There's hardly any math on this. So what you have to do is go. Remember, if they want to do current yield, that's the only one you need. Current yield is AMP, like currents have AMPs, AMPs, annual over market price. There you go. Okay. Hope that helps a little bit. Don't sweat the math too much. Okay. Okay. Tax efficient is always ETFs. Yeah, what question do you get wrong? Okay. It's not tax efficient, tax advantage. That's different. Tax advantage is not the same as tax efficient. Tax advantage is not the same as tax efficient. Tax efficient just means it's common stock or ETFs. You always go with that. Tax advantage is much more about other things. It's probably going to be a limited partnership. Because tax advantage is not the same as tax efficient. And it says pass through gains and losses, right? The only thing that passes through gains and losses are limited partnerships. So yeah, remember, that's the thing. So again, hold on. Jessica, find my time value money video. Here, remember, tax advantage means it's tax advantage. Tax efficient is, look, understand tax efficiency. So if I buy an ETF now and I buy it, by the VU, whatever it is, and I buy it at, say I'm 22 years old, I buy it and I just let it run, okay? I just let it run forever. I'm not paying any taxes unless it pays a dividend, which the index ETFs don't do. So maybe 30 years from now, I take it out. It's grown so much, I haven't paid a dime in taxes on it. And by then, it's a long-term capital gain. So then I pay taxes at a preferential long-term capital gains rate. And however, here's the better part. If I'm married by then, and I make under $97,000 a year, I pay no taxes, because capital gains is 0, 15, or 20. So it's 0 if you're married up to like 97 grand a year, you pay no taxes. Then it's 15, then it's 20. It's not graduated. It's those three things. So tax efficiency is that when you buy common stock or ETFs over the long haul, that's tax efficient. But they also say tax advantage, which is not tax efficient. Tax advantage, you're thinking munis, limited partnerships, stuff like that. And it literally says pass through gains and losses. Once you see pass through gains and losses, has to be a limited partnership. If it says pass through gains only, then maybe you can go the REIT route. Hope that helps. Kate, okay. Yeah, Sissy, yeah, if you join the membership, if you jump up and you do the $25 one, We meet every Friday night. It's a class. And then if you jump up to the $50 one, it's an options class and then a Series 7 class. Okay. Okay. Nate, I love that. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's a lot of nonsense, but it's just straightforward. Okay. I'm taking the 6th exam when attempting the test with just having single. Yeah, so don't worry about that too much. Just focus on thinking big picture. Don't worry about the little tiny details. Okay. Okay. So first of all, join. I'm happy to work with you, but read the book first. Do you have a book yet? If not, get the Achievable or whatever they pay for. If it's STC, they're great. Kaplan's good, but it's a big book. Um, Focus on reading first, and then if you want to meet with me and I help you, that's fine. If you go into my Facebook group, it's called, I don't even know what it's called anymore. I changed the name because it was too fucking long. Hold on. I'm going to put the link in here. Everyone who hasn't joined this, it's a great group. Where are we? Copy link. There it is. This is great. It's super helpful. There's like 5,200 people in there. Boom! Chris, hold on. Everyone, there's a Facebook group that'll help you a lot. Okay? The Facebook group will help you a ton. Okay? That's no, the Achievable. They're not a firm. They're a vendor, not a broker dealer. Okay. Oh, we got to get on this. That's awesome. Hold on. Oh, let me get back to this. Yeah, I just did the seesaw thing. I hope you were paying attention on that one. Okay, let me go. Yes, it does, Peter. It does follow on the STC book. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Helen, just get through the book and then reach out to me on my website, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay. Yeah, Meryl. Sometimes they don't do anything to pass the SIE. Okay. Boom. Yeah, it'll help STT. I promise it'll help. And Peter, yes, it follows the SIE. I don't repeat. What I do is I don't read from it. I just use it as a guideline so you can follow along. Okay. June 4th. That's fine, Kate. Okay. So now don't worry about them. So remember, so most of the S&P, it's easy, right? So both Moody's and S&P are really AAA, AA, triple B. So remember, triple B or BAA are the same thing. So Moody's does it differently because they're Moody's. So Moody's is A, little a, then A, little a, and then A, and then BAA, right? So they don't do BBB, they do BAA. That's the lowest investment grade, okay? BAA is the lowest investment grade. Anything lower than BAA is speculative. So BA is speculative or high yield or investment or junk, non-investment grade. Now S&P does a similar thing. They're almost the same thing, but it's AAA, AA, A, and then BBB. BBB is the equivalent to BAA. Both of those are investment grade. Anything below that, so BB or BA is considered speculative, high yield, junk, stuff like that. And now, if you're talking about muni notes, just remember MIG 123 or S&P SP 123. Don't worry about them too much. They're probably not going to ask that. That's more of a vendor question. The suitability, Empress. So what part of the mutual funds is most testable on the 7? So the mutual fund stuff that is most testable on the 7 is probably the suitability. Okay. There you go. Mike Commercial, that's great. SCB is in caps and they use caps. I like that. And I always say Moody's different because he's Moody. So both work. So Empress, most testable is all about the share classes and suitability. That's the big one. What the share classes do and the suitability and the taxes. Those are the 3 main parts, okay? Share classes, suitability, and taxability of it. That's going to be big, okay? What are the most messed up areas on the SIE? I don't know about that. It's mostly the wording, but people screw up the stock splits, which are easy. They always worry about that. And then make sure you reread before you take it. Make sure that you are solid, absolutely solid on what the register rep can and can't do. That's the back end of my video list, other than the economics one. And the risks. You got to know the risk cold. That's why my crash course playlist for the SIE has a lot of that stuff in there, okay? Those are all the things that are important. But you got to focus on everything. Remember, the problem with when people say, oh, what should I focus on most? I don't like saying that unless you're like a few days away from the test, because I want you to cover everything so you're not worried about it. So you know, because here's the problem. If you focus on just a few things, then you're going to get in trouble. Okay. Nate, I'm not a blessing. You're the blessing for coming on here and saying I love it. Okay. Okay. XJ started studying the 65 last week using Kaplan book. Which supplement would this recommend? Okay. I would use. Oh, you know what? If you have the Kaplan book in questions, I would get Achievable because they teach it better than anyone else. And then between that and Kaplan questions, you're in good shape. Okay, so it's 60. Okay, scoring 63 to 65 in Kaplan. So in the third. Okay, you're not screwed. You're actually in good shape. Okay. No. So Simple Mama, there's no extra videos for the 65, 66 other than my playlist. And the only thing you can do is if you join, we meet at 6 p.m., but you're only going to get one in, right? Maybe it's worth this, $20, $25. I think you're actually in good shape, Mama. Okay, Mama, just killed the man. No, I think if you come to the class at 6 p.m., it would help a little bit. But what you're better off doing probably is finding some study groups. Go in the Facebook group I just linked in, and go into the 66 chat. And there's always people starting study groups. It's super helpful, really, really helpful. And that'll help. Since you can study morning and noon, there's no reason you can't pass it. Because getting in the mid six, if you can get yourself at least to close to a 70 on Kaplan, you actually know enough to pass. Okay. Phil, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. Okay. I know you're going to pass it, so we are in a great shape. Why? Boom, Phil. You're going to nail this thing. Boom. I agree. 6 and 63 easier than the 7. 100% the 6 and 63 is easier than the 7. Okay. You are the women, baby. Boom, Jessica. I love it. Boom. Okay. There you go. Go get some sleep, baby. Okay, let me jump down. A couple of people said they passed. Hold on. Chris, that is outstanding. That is outstanding.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, baby. That's awesome, Chris. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. One down, baby. Your bosses must be super happy for you. Hold on. Kaylin! Boom. Kaylin, that is awesome. Hold on. We change it up a little bit. You don't want to hear the same thing over and over again. Don't need to see me. We got some good stuff going. I'm picking up vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Kaylin, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. It's a great feeling to get that 7 done. That's a beast of a test. Hold on. Okay. Don't yet. Okay. Curtis, do not spend a lot of time on margin. Maybe a day. Maybe if you can do equity, if you can get equity in a long and a short and figure out the minimum maintenance, you're good to go. Kaplan goes a little too deep on the margin, so don't sweat that too much. Kaplan definitely goes a little too deep on the margin. So focus on that stuff. If you want, go check out my 2 videos. That'll help you. If you can understand that stuff, you're great. Margin, I have people say they didn't see a single question. So, I mean, really, if you spend a whole day on it, that's probably too much. Just make sure you can get equity and SMA and buying power. And anything other than that is extra. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Okay, affiliated means, what I say affiliated means you're like a control person. I call them the pods, PODS, partners, officers, directors, and big ass shareholders. What that means is a 10% shareholder. So if you're a pod, one of the pods, you are considered an affiliate or a control person. If you buy regular registered shares, you can sell them anytime, but you have to follow the 144 rules, which is the greater of 1% of the outstanding, 4 weeks trading volume, 4 times a year, which is every 90 days. But if you do unregistered shares, you need to hold them for 6 months. Then you follow the 144 rules. If you're not affiliate and you buy unregistered shares, you hold for 6 months and then you can sell whatever you want. However, if you're unregistered, if you're a non-affiliate, and you want to sell the shares during the holding period, you can do it under 144A if you sell to a QIB, a qualified institutional buyer. That's an institution. Elon Musk is not one. It's an institution that manages over $100 million. Okay. Okay. A RELP. So Laura, a RELP is a limited partnership. It's a real estate limited partnership. So a RELP is a real estate limited partnership. So they do pass through gains and losses. REITs do not. Okay. Yes, you would, Kevin. Okay. So now, REITs only pass through the gains. They pass through 90% of the gains. Real estate limited partnership pass through gains and losses. Okay. Okay. Achievable really is just a it's just a, what do you call it? It's a company that does the books, so they're not going to sponsor you. You have to find a FINRA member firm to sponsor for the 7. So the goal is get the SIE. If you don't have a job, get the SIE and get the 6365 or the 66 out of the way, and then while you're looking, so then you only have one test to take when you get the job. Okay. Boom. Love it. Awesome. That is awesome. It's I think it's gonna help you. I think my videos help. Definitely. They explain stuff. I don't waste time. I don't drag it out. I don't make you sit on the video for 2 hours to get a point. Okay. I do have long videos. I've been doing long videos since the beginning. I just shorten them up because I don't need to waste time. Yep, awesome. STT. My dog's gonna start barking in a second because there's a guy who right around 8:30, 9 o'clock every night starts whistling for their dogs. Okay. Same whistle every time. Or it's the cops ready to bust in here and kill me. They're telling each other. Good. Let's get you on. I can't wait to see you, my man, on the classes. Okay. Chris, you did great in the class. You're rocking it, right? Boom. Okay. Exactly. So you go failing it twice and boom, Chris, you nail it, right? So now I think that class has a lot of people who passed who didn't think they were going to pass. Okay. Okay. I like this. Okay. I do like this. S&P is all in caps, so they use capitals AAA, AAA, and BBB. I like it. And Moody's is Moody's, so they do different shit. I like that. Okay, investment grade is just triple B or BAA or higher. It just means it's safer. All it means it's safer, and pretty much anyone can invest in investment grade. The problem is if it gets below investment grade, a lot of firms can't buy it. So, like maybe, God, no, 2007, before I left the floor, somebody called me up and said, "Can I help sell a bond?" And I'm like, "Sure." And it's a Colgate bond. So I figured they make toothpaste. How bad could they be? So I got the information. I go, wait, it's double B rated, which is below double B or BA. It's below investment grade. It took me 3 weeks to sell that thing. It just took so long to get rid of it because nobody could buy it. Half the firms I called said, no, we can't do speculative. But if it gets there was a credit rating, it was supposed to go up, but it didn't. So once it went up, they could buy it, but until then they couldn't. Finally found a hedge fund who needed that kind of return, but they bought it at a deep discount. Okay. They're kind of the same. Tobina. The thing I like about Notman is they add their own stuff, and their videos are better. Okay, and I think their teachers are better. Other than Mark Esposito, I think their teachers are better. But they add more stuff. They use the Kaplan stuff. Okay, they use the Kaplan questions and everything. Okay, okay. No, you don't need. No, you don't need this for the CFA. Okay, Felix, you don't need the 7 for the CFA. You can get that on your own. A lot of people have the CFA and not have the 7. But you need work experience for the CFA. You can wealth management. You can get the C65 on your own, or you can do the 766. They just get you. You can get jobs like Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan or even Fidelity, where Fidelity is easier because they don't expect you to bring in clients. But if you go to like a Goldman or Morgan Stanley or JP Morgan or Merrill Lynch, they're going to want you to bring in clients eventually and just manage your money. Okay. I am contracted to do a 6 class, but I don't do it for a firm or anything. I don't do it for like my own. I don't do an open 6 class. I have firms that hire me to come down there and teach it for a few days. That's about it. But Michelle, I have a whole bunch of videos on it. If you join the study groups, you should be fine. Here's the thing, if you get a study group, and there's always people doing the 6 in that link that I just sent. There's always people in there doing the 6. There's enough of them. And if you do a study group, then you will see, what do you call it? Then you will see other vendor stuff and you can talk to people and work stuff through. Okay. Okay. Mary, I'll help you out. Hold on. Yeah, Jessica, I want you in for STC, I want you in the high 70s. If you're in the low 70s or the mid 70s, it's only there because you're misreading questions, not because you don't know your shit. No, Chris, thank you. Let's get the 6 next and get that 7 out of the way, baby. Okay. Boom. I love it. That's awesome. No, I know. I think they're great. I think the option stuff is great. Guys, I've been getting a lot of good feedback. Go check out, if you're taking the 7 or the 65, go check out my Mathapalooza video. It's a long one. It's a couple hours long, but it's nothing but math problems. It's like 20 questions in each topic, like tax equivalent yield and current yield and total return and stuff like that. It's just basically muscle memory. Now, inside the options thing, I have this great video. I did an example of it with the break-even blitz that anyone can get to, okay? But I did another one called Option Armageddon, where it's just basically 2 hours of me doing options problems over and over and over again until you're so good at it you get bored. Because remember something, amateurs study till they get it right. Legends study till they can't get it wrong. And that's why you do those the videos. They're in the somebody, I'll get it. Don't worry, Monetary Mo. We'll get it. If somebody else says me that pass, I'll go the Ricky Martin route. I gotta change it up a little bit. Han Bon, thank you very much. Okay, now I'll get you in there. Now, yeah, and so I have to do all my options videos are in the membership, but they're pretty damn good, I think. They're life changing. We'll get there, Ricky. Okay. Curtis, we'll get that. We're gonna get you over the top, I promise you. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. Passport was heavy on for the 7. It's not. It's more for the SIE and the 65, not for the 7. There'll be some, but no, don't Philip, don't sweat that shit. Okay. Okay. Just started 70 learning this. Okay. Oh, okay. Boom. That's awesome. Hey, shubadoo, shubadoo. That's awesome. Shubadoo, shubadoo. Actually, I was joking, and it actually is that. Shubadoo, shubadoo. Okay. That's awesome. Just get on the SIEs. Remember, focus on reading the book as much as possible. And if you don't have a book yet, go get the Achievable. They're mind blowing how good they are. Okay. For the SIE especially. Okay. That's awesome. Just read. Focus on reading. Add some stuff. Okay. Curtis, I can't wait to see you also. Okay, now, if you're long stock, let's go through this. If you're long stock, this is for every exam except for the 63, even the 63. If you're long stock, there's only 4 things you can do. If you're long stock, you can buy a put to protect or do a sell stop. Remember, you're long stock, you can buy put or sell stop. They're both below. If you want to add income, you sell a call. If you want to take a profit, you sell limit. So I'll do it again. You're long stock. Long stock. You buy a put or sell a stop to protect. If you want income, you're going to sell a call, or you're going to take a sell limit to take a profit. The really only way to add income on a long position is sell calls. Now, on the short side, you're bearish. You're going to do bullish things. You buy a call to protect or buy stop. Both of those are above. Or you can sell a put for income or do a buy limit to take a profit. So remember, all of this. So when you long stock, you do all selling things, right? Buy put, sell stop, sell call, sell limit. If you're short stock, you do buying things. Buy call, buy stop, sell put, and buy limit. Okay, hope that helps a little bit, Kevin. Thank you, Laura. Okay. I don't like to do that. Hanban, I'll get you on this. You're the next question on my list, even before you did the super chat. I'm about 7 minutes behind, which is a record. Usually I'm like 30 minutes behind. On everything, Zach. I know that's unfair, but remember, half the test is regs, okay? Half the test is regs. Don't sleep on the investment vehicles. That's where people get hurt. Investment vehicle characteristics where people get hurt all the time. So make sure the regs down because that's half the damn test. And then get the investment vehicle characteristics. You can still don't blow anything off, but those are the main 2 that'll hurt you. That's where people get hurt. Okay. Okay, annuities. Here we go, baby. Okay, so now most annuities, if they don't say anything, assume annuity is non-qualified, which means it goes in after tax. Okay, that means it goes in after tax and it grows tax deferred. Okay, so again, you put it in after tax. The money you put in has been taxed. It grows tax deferred, and then when you take it out, you pay tax on the growth portion. So I can't tell if it's blurry or I have glasses on. Yeah, clear, blurry, clear, blurry, clear. Okay, now, so that works. It grows tax deferred. Now, if it's a qualified annuity, then the money goes in pre-tax and it grows tax deferred also. Remember, both qualified and not qualified grow tax deferred. It's about how the money goes in. So a qualified annuity, the money goes in pre-tax, it grows tax deferred, and then you pay tax on everything when you take it out. A non-qualified annuity goes in after tax. You pay tax on what you put in, grows tax deferred, and then you pay tax on on the growth portion. That's it. That's that. Now, if you decide to annuitize, if it's a qualified annuity, when you get paid, you pay tax on every single penny. If you decide to annuitize a non-qualified annuity, then only the portion that's considered growth you'll be taxed on. So what you need to know, not numbers wise, is if you do a non-qualified annuity, a portion of your payment will be return of capital, not taxable, and a portion will be growth, which is taxable. Okay, that's what you need to know. Now remember, if you take it out, if you withdraw, you can annuitize it anytime. You can annuitize at 40 without a penalty. Misty Dawn. It sounds like a song, right? Dawn. What's that? I'm trying to think what song that is. It's a song from the 70s. Okay. Oh, it's bothering me now. It's gonna be stuck in my head. I'll have it on there on Thursday. It's gonna bother me. Okay, now, if you take it up, if you withdraw it before 59.5, withdraw it, you pay a penalty plus your ordinary income. Remember, everything about retirement accounts, anytime you see deferred anything retirement, it's always going to be taxed at ordinary income. Always, 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 always. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the damn words. Something what you have on, I think. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, now. I used to love that song too. Okay. Boom. Okay. So I hope that helps Kevin a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yes. CE training here's the thing. It's not that second anniversary thing is old. So anyone that has it, they haven't updated the book. Okay. Delta Dawn. That's what it is. I think. Okay. So now, CE is now both for regulatory and firm element every year. So regulatory you have to do through FINRA on their Prometric website, whatever, on their website that they provide. That's annual. Every year you have to do it by December 31st. Okay. Every year you have to do it by December 31st. Okay. Boom. That's regulatory. And that's if you don't do it, if you don't finish it by the 31st, which is just ridiculous, you are now considered CE inactive and you cannot act as a registered rep anymore, nor collect commissions on stuff that you can't recommend anything. So you can only collect commissions on stuff you did before you were CE inactive. Once you get it done, then you're back to being normal again. Firm element is when the firm does it. Remember, if you're sitting at the firm every couple of months, you get like an email with please do this module and anti-money laundering and blah, 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 blah. Now, what's interesting is now under NASAA rules, they have a CE requirement also. Not every state does it, but a lot of them do now. You can use a portion of it. You can use you can use the CE for half of your CE. You the CE from FINRA for half the CE from the NASAA stuff. Oh, okay. From handband, I hope that helped a little bit. Okay. Yeah, Anastasia. Yes, and Misty, I do every test, baby. I do every test on here. I just put SIE because I can't list every test. And that's why I do FINRA and all FINRA and NASAA exams. Okay. But you're done, kid, right? Misty, you're done, right? Or are you going for the 7 now? Did you take you took the 6. You're going for the 7 now? But I teach the SIE. You're not in the Edison office, but I do teach it there. Yeah, that's right. You can go fixed income and they'll sponsor you. Pretty much anyone in Fidelity can sponsor you for any exam because FINRA has a thing called permissive registration where you get to, if a broker dealer wants to register you for something, they can. If they want to sponsor you for any exam, you don't have to be doing the act. They let you do it because they'd rather people be more licensed and less. And that also reduces parking a license. Okay. Almost catching up. Okay. Look, so if you buy a call, I have videos on it, but if you buy a call, Mary, okay? If you buy a call, you have the right to buy stock at 50. Say you buy a 50 call. Got it, Misty. She's going to call me the night before and have us meet because she's again. Okay. Yeah, Poop, I can do that. Okay. Hanban, go get some sleep. You're going to get it. Is it tomorrow? Hold on. Oh, man. Okay. Listen, let's see if I have something for you. Nope, nothing good. Nope, nothing good for you. Other than this, because I know you're going to beat it. Okay. Boom, baby. You're going to go get it. Now, Hanban, go get this. Get some sleep. You don't need luck. You're going to rail this thing. Now, Where are you? Back to Mary. Oh my God, I don't think they do. Jacob, hold on, I'll get you. Delta Dawn, what's that flyer you have on? Thank you, Misty. I did come up with it before you write that. Okay. But I couldn't remember the second part. I would go get it, Jacob. I would spend a little money, go get the STC program. Just saying, they're better. Okay. 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 So if you buy an option, if I buy a 50 call, that means I have the right to buy stock at 50, right? I have the right to buy stock at 50 till it expires. So if the stock goes to 60, I still have the right to buy at 50. But who's going to sell it to me? Because who's going to sell you stock at 50 when it's trading at 60? The seller of the option. So if you buy an option, you have the right to buy stock. But if you buy a call, you have the right to buy stock. But if you sell the call, you're obligated to sell it to the buyer if they tell you to. So buyers have rights, sellers have obligations. Okay. So if you buy a call, you have the right to buy. If you sell a call, you're obligated to sell it to the buyer of the call. If it's exercised. If you buy a put, you have the right to sell. Okay. If you have the right to sell, okay. If you have the right to sell, which is buying a put, then selling a put is the obligation to buy. You have to buy it from the seller. Okay, hold on. We got a little good news here coming in at the last second. Hold on. I know Mo wants to hear this, so I'm going to help him out. Boo, Peter Gar, baby. Peter Gar. I know Mo wants to hear. So here we go.
You can't touch this.
Peter, boom, baby, boom, Peter, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hold on. Hope that helps a little bit. I think you reverse them. Remember, so the buyers have rights. Buyers have rights. Sellers have obligations. If you buy a call, you have the right to buy. So then the seller of a call is obligated to sell it to you. If you buy a put, you have the right to sell. So a seller put has the obligated to buy it from you. I have a bunch of videos. Look at my options basics. Yeah, they're too detailed, Jacob. Please just buy the STC. You'll thank me later when you don't fail it twice. Okay. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Okay. You have to know because that's your name. Okay. Yeah, I think I gave you my advice on here. Handbind, I hope that helps. Okay, PE ratio. P ratio is also called the multiple. It's basically how much people think of the earnings, right? Okay, so now P ratios, think about it. We're dumbasses, okay? So buy call, sell a call go together. Yes, they're two sides of a contract. And buy put, sell a put is two sides of a contract. Also, they go together. And I'll get to the MQP program, sir, ma'am. Now, P ratio is price. We're dumbasses. It's the name of the thing. It's P over E. It's price over earnings per share. So literally, if you have a market price of 30 and an earning per share of 3, it's 30 divided by 3. You have a PE ratio of 10. It's easy. It's stuff. Now, what's interesting, stock splits don't affect PE ratio. They don't. Remember that. Stock splits do not affect PE ratio because both the price and the earnings per share go down. Now, if we have we're going to get married. We're going to get you through the 7. I promise you. Okay. Now, if you have a high PE ratio, usually it doesn't pay dividends, and it's a growth company. If you have a low PE, it's a value company, and they probably pay dividends. That's what you need to know. So PE ratio it's called the multiple. It's the market price divided by the earnings per share. They usually will give you both. They don't make you walk down a fucking mile-long path to find those numbers. They usually give that to you. A high PE ratio is a growth company. A low PE ratio is a value company. Okay. Boom. You're gonna nail this, Hambon. Okay. Peter, I love it. Okay. Now, the MQP program. This is great. So, I shut down my broker-dealer December 2022. So I have 24 months, because that's how long we wait for your license expires, to sign up for the MQP program. I am not probably going to work for another firm. I don't want to. I have a couple of people that want me to, and I might do it to keep my licenses, but I kind of like not having to worry about compliance at all. Now, because literally, what did I say? I have the 3, the 4, 7, the 9, 10, the 14, the 24, the 57, the 63, 65, 66, and then 99. So if I go through December, so I shut it down in December. If I of 2022. So if I go through December of 2022 without signing up, I lose all my licenses, and they're pretty hard about this. They go, you had the chance. So I'm eligible to do this. So probably around September, I'll sign up. So here's the deal. If you sign up for the MQP program, now to be eligible for it, you have to be registered for at least 1 year. I feel so bad. There's one person I know who worked for 11 months and then left, and then he couldn't get another job, or he was trying to get away, and he wasn't eligible for the MQP program. I think he got a job before the 2 years was up, but he was pushing it. He was getting close. Now, once you sign up for the MQP program, you do continuing ed, and every year you have to do continuing ed. By the end of the year, you pay $100. I don't know if it's $100 a year or $100 total, maybe $100 a year to take the continuing ed, and it extended out to a total of 5, not 5 years from the 2, 5 years total. They wanted to do 7, but the states wouldn't go with it, and the states aren't even all bought in on it. But they're doing the EVEP program, which is similar. Not every state is bought into it yet, but they're getting there. Okay. Hope that helps. I'm not a fan of Pass Perfect. You can use it; it will help you pass. But I think they go too much into detail, and I think STC is better. Look, for the 7, CAPA and Pass Perfect, they're all fine. For the principal exams, STC is the way to go. Okay. Mary, we're gonna get there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 2 weeks. You're gonna nail this thing. Okay. I'm almost up to you, Joe Washington. I'm almost caught up. Okay. So because here's what happens. So if it goes to 0, right? You have very little downward protection, right? Because if it goes to 0, it's on this. So Peter put in here, you buy 100 shares at 80, you buy a call at 90, and you sell a put at 70. Okay. So the problem there, okay, is that if it goes to 0, the call will expire worthless. You will lose $80 on the ABC, and then you'll also have to, the put will be exercised, and you'll have to buy the stock at 70 again. So you'll basically lose $80 plus $70 minus the net premium. So you're going to lose almost double your money, and you're right, minimal downward coverage. Okay, now, okay, hold on. Joseph, yeah, I mean, if they give it to you, get it, and then they can hold on to it until you need it. Okay, so that's the deal here. Okay, so now, if you want to get the 26 now while there's no pressure, get it. And then what happened is when you do get the promotion, you need it, you have it already instead of having to get it on a time frame. So now I got to read this thing. Okay. I'm taking the 66 again, June 11th. I'm not a good reader, so I decided reading the whole book would not be good for me. I'm watching your videos, all of them, and just reviewing flashcards and taking SEC chapter test, 1 simulated exam on Kaplan. Am I studying enough? I don't know. I wish you would try to read some of the books, okay? Lana, that's awesome. That's what I tell people to do. Come here with questions. It hits me up. I have some people that just work their way down the questions, and it's great. Keeps me busy, keeps me running, instead of me just going hype. Okay. Now, okay, here's what you need to do. You need to take a full-on final, see how you do. But I'm really not a fan of not reading. At least you're watching the videos. Maybe watch their videos too. You probably should read some stuff. Maybe if they have a PowerPoint version, maybe read that. Who do you have? If it's STC, okay. If you have access to their videos, so they're long and boring. But if you have access to their videos, click into the video section, and up in the right corner they have a documents link. Click that. You can download the PowerPoint. That's like their PowerPoint for the videos. That will help a ton. Okay, give that a shot. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome, Lana. Anastasia, I'm reading the second part of what you do. Okay. That's true, Peter. Anastasia, right. So Marlene, go maybe open up the book and either pay for the Speechify and have it read to you. You can have Snoop Dogg or anyone you want. People read it to you. And actually, AI does a good job reading it almost in form. And that's what Anastasia and Peter are saying. Instead of reading, boom. I like the audiobooks work. That works. Okay. That's why some people like. I do my blue. Remember, guys, don't forget. Hey, Google, open the latest chapter. Hold on. Hey, Google, play the latest episode of Blue Collar Finance. That's my podcast, Blue Collar Finance. Go check it out. I got hundreds and hundred thousand downloads. people watching it and listening to it. Just go check it out. There's a lot of good stuff in there. This week, can run it in the background. Okay. Also, anyone taking the 65 or 66, find my massively long finance audio terms. I basically go over the glossary from A to Z. Just let it run in the background. You may pick up a word or two. The glossary will help you on all these exams. Okay. Oh, Jay, don't leave. Okay. Here's the thing, Anastasia. Hold on. Hold on. I got to hit Jay first because you passed. I'll come back to Anastasia, I promise. Okay. That is awesome. I am very happy about that. So let's try this one now. I'm working on it. I'm going to get better at this. Boom, there we go. 11. Okay. Jay, that's awesome. I'm not amazing. You're amazing. You passed it. Are you done now? Okay. Again, I don't like the reading either. Now, let me get back to Anastasia. Okay. Reading is boring. I read. So, what test you should take? So, if you do, Peter, I'll get you on that one. So, Anastasia and Peter, how do you do you can do the audiobooks, but you can, Anastasia, how do you get them to read the books out loud? Because and Marlena, I don't know that STC does audiobooks, but I think there's a Speechify. You might have to download it and put it in there. It'll read it. Now, Anastasia, the exams that'll help you can take the SIE. You can take the 3 if you want. This is futures. I don't help you fidelity so much, but it looks good. Then you can take the 63, 65, or 66. You can take any of them. So if you're going to work at fidelity, maybe you want to get the SIE and the 66 out of the way on your own. And do it that way. Again, I don't know where you're working. I thought you said it, Tiva. I could be fucking nuts. But if they'll let you take the SIE and the 66 and then say, listen, I passed those, boom. Boom. Oh, there you go. They come with an audiobook, right? Okay, that's smart. I like that. So Achievable has an audiobook. And Kaplan, by the way, Kaplan has an audiobook. I don't think STC does. But if you get Speechify, I think it'll read it to you. Okay. Also, what test is it? Oh, 66. If you look up Franz Asmussen, I think he has like an audiobook. It costs you money, but okay. So those are the tests. SIE, either the 63 and 65 together or the 66, one or the other. Okay. Boom. And if you can't get the audiobooks, go find the Speechify or the app. I think there's a lot of it. I think even ChatGPT. I don't know if they'll read it to you, but they have a lot of shit that'll do. Okay. Jay, I'm so happy for you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Speechify, I think, is the one. Okay, so now, but if you get Achievable, but if you have STC, you don't want to buy Achievable 2 and then just for that, go look up Speechify. I think I don't know if it's an app or just it's a thing on your computer. Okay, so for the 66, here's my thing. I like Achievable to learn, and I always say for everyone, since nobody else sells them, get Achievable and then buy the Cap and Q Bank. Okay. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Monetary Mo. Monetary Mo said if you do the STC online study manual, there's a read aloud feature. Is it any good, or is it just like we are market? I don't know if it actually uses a voice or whatever. So I like Achievable to learn and then the Cap and Q Bank. That's like the perfect storm. Okay. Wow. I think we got to the end. Okay. Stay-at-home mom. The goddesses, right? It's what do they call it? Domestic goddess, right? Okay, that's an old thing from Roseanne before people thought you went crazy. That's awesome. So get the SIE done. Oh, got it. Okay, there you go. So Marlena, there you go. There's a read aloud function on the PDF, and you can have different things. Oh, I do remember that. But if it's a little robot-y for you, try the Speechify. It may cost you $20-$30 or something, but maybe you're done, and then you just do it for a month. It's worth it. Okay, so get the SIE, get the 63, 65 together, like 2 different tests, or get the 66, and then boom, that'll help. That'll make you look better on the resumes. I swear to God. Okay. Bunch of different voices on there. Yeah, I'm just worried I'm just worried they're going to be robot-y. But I think I remember I did the Irish accent. I always love doing Australian or Irish women accents. It's a thing. Okay. Now, what if you made... Okay. So hold on, Fly. So Did you do it at the previous firm or now? But here's the thing: if you just joined, don't worry about it. Just go in and say, "Listen, I made a mistake." As long as it's not a disclosure you forgot, that would be a problem, right? So if you had a disclosure that you forgot about, that's different, okay? But if it's just a mistake, if you just joined a new firm, it's within 30 days, it can't be an issue. But if you found oh yeah, just tell them that you made a mistake and they'll fix it. That's what you're gonna do. Oh yeah, nobody gives a shit. They want an accurate record. So if you go in there and say, "Listen, just realized." Here's the easy way to do it. Just go in there to the firm tomorrow morning and say, "Listen, I looked at my U4 and it looks like the stuff was some of my job dates were wrong." Don't say you put it in wrong. Just say they were wrong. There you go. No, 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 no. You're gonna put it in. Oh, it's not a it's a mistake. You No, omitting fact is like I got arrested for a felony I didn't tell you. That's what they're not really worried about you missing a job when you're like 12 or something like that. I mean, literally, I've been working jobs since I was like 11. I was a caddy. I worked at a Stop and Shop back then. I was a runner for a broker dealer when I was 13. I didn't list all the jobs. I just listed that I worked. I started when I was 20, work full time working right out of college, and so I had to put my middle school. So I just put student. I didn't worry about the jobs. Nobody gave a shit. Okay. So don't worry about this stuff. But I would go to your firm tomorrow morning and just say, "Listen, I noticed when I looked at the U4, I made a mistake." Listen, that's what they say. If you notice a mistake, fix it promptly, but no later than 30 days. So if you've been less than 30 days, you're totally fine. Okay. What do you mean your discourse? You mean just, yeah, but you have disclosures? Can you adjust? Here's the thing: you want to be accurate, right? Because you don't want to be like. Because here's the thing: yeah, just fucking tell them. Do the disclosures. Just fill it out and tell them. Listen, there was a mistake on the thing. They'll open it up and just adjust it. You say, listen, because here's the thing. Here's the problem: if you don't put it in there, and then next job you go, wait, you say something comes up. Not they're gonna care, but say they're gonna come up. I mean, then you're fine. Click off no disclosures. Tell them, hey, I got it looks like something was transcribed wrong. Just say it looks like the previous firm something was done. The dates are wrong. Can I change them? And they may go no, leave it alone. Tell them what the dates are. I mean, is it like a 3-year job that you forgot? If that is true, don't worry about it. So just go tell them tomorrow. Just say, listen, I noticed there was a mistake on my U4, and they may not be care about it. Okay. Seriously, a lot. I mean, I did compliance. If a guy walked in and said my U4 was wrong from the year before, I would just fucking change it. I'd ask Katie, my assistant, to do it because she could rip through those U4s. I mean, she was a fucking machine. Okay. Um, then just tell them, say, listen, if somehow just say they weren't on there, I'd like to make sure that they're clean up. And they may go, don't worry about it. You could, if they're small jobs, you go in there and say, listen, there's a couple of jobs I noticed are on my U4. I want to make sure it's accurate. And they may go, don't worry about it. And if they say don't worry about it, don't fight them. Just go, okay. Okay. Marlene. I'm going to call you Marlena a million times. Well, the stuff you were weak on, yeah, but you can't blow everything else off. Remember, where people get hammered is investment vehicle characteristics and regs. The other stuff, the economics and the portfolio management, yeah, they get it, but that's more you do bad on the vendors than they're not going to hassle you. They're not going to give a shit. They're not going to want to do this. They're probably going to be like, don't worry about it. But then here's the thing: that there's a big difference between them saying don't worry about it and you saying don't worry about it. Just say, I noticed there's a couple jobs missing on my U4. Is that going to be a problem? And if they go, yes, what are they? Say a couple small jobs missing on my U4. If they go, that's a problem, that's fine. They're not going to fire you over it. They're not going to give you shit. Nobody gives a shit. It's fucking U4. As long as it's not a felony, as long as you weren't like well, you can be a stripper OnlyFans too, but you probably have to disclose it. Wasn't like a pot dealer, right? Okay. You didn't. Here's the thing: did you omit them on purpose? If you did, then maybe you have a conversation. But if it was just a mistake, nobody cares. You literally say, "Listen, there were a couple of jobs on my U4, small jobs that I did. I didn't list them. Is it going to be a problem?" If they go, "No," let it go. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Fly high. Okay. Hold on. Stay there for a second. Okay. Remember, Marlene, focus on regs, and focus on investment vehicle characteristics. That's going to be a lot. You know what I'm going to do? But it's going to be a different one. Let's see. Let's see what I can do here. That's a good one.
Whoop, there it is, Hitman.
Boom. That's a good way to end. Yeah, I don't know what's in cap on 814. It could be. I mean, I know what people screw up. That's the thing. Hold on, let me look. I have no fucking idea. Let's see. 814. They go right from 7 to 10. Yeah, that's investment vehicle shit. That's investment vehicle crap. Literally what I said, and the other half of Tesla's regs. So yeah, that's it. So it's Kaplan section 8 through 14. I don't know what 8 is, but yeah, it's regs in that. Okay. I think that's 10. I think that's. I don't know if they changed the book or not. They might have. I look at an old one, but I don't know what's in order. Just look for regulations is going to be like broker dealer, investment advisor, administrator, shit like that. Investment vehicles, you'll see like characteristics of debt, options, or derivatives. You'll see equity, stuff like that. You'll see. I think they call it that. I think it's. I don't know if it's unit 2 or not. I don't know what fucking unit it is. Hold on. I thought they switched it around, but it's going to say investment vehicle characteristics. In an old book, it's part 3, but I have no freaking idea. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Okay. I think we've gone on long enough. I think it's good. Not bad. Okay. Now, I think we're doing well. I think we're going to head out of here. Hold on. There. Okay. Now, I hope we're all doing well. I will see you guys in 47 hours. Remember, I do it Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to try something new on Thursday. Okay. Oh, hold on. Here we go. I will try something new on Thursday. I'm going to try to do something new on Thursday. It might be a lot of fun. But let's see. It'll probably be fucked up. But hold on. I'm not going to tell you when it is. So you got to join in and tell other people it might be fun. I think Kaplan. No, do the STC and buy the Kaplan Q Bank, Colton. If you want to do anything, buy the STC so you learn it and buy the Kaplan Q Bank just to help it out. Okay. I think that is where we should end this thing. So everyone, these are my favorite 2 nights, Tuesdays and Thursdays, favorite 2 nights. So again, for you, Colton, get the STC book and do their questions and then get the Kaplan Q Bank to supplement it. Okay. Everyone, I am out of here.
Do you stay up? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey.
Yeah, I'm back because I saw that. Banker Becky, congrats. I saw you posted it somewhere. I think you posted it somewhere on Facebook somewhere. I'm glad I helped you, but I don't think anybody knows that. But anyway.